Okay, here's what my list of every NFL franchise ever in a tier list. Now, it's not how they're playing right now, but it's how their overall franchise has been for the last 100 and around 1 years. So, we're going to start off with the Buffalo Bills. I'm not going to put them in awful because they went to 4 straight championships, but I will put them in bad because what have they really gotten throughout the history of their team? I mean, they've been around for around 60 years now, and in none of those years I felt like they've ever done anything extraordinary. I believe they won the AFL championship, but I don't think that's enough to put them up in there. Formerly known as the New York Titans, and I just deleted it. But, okay. Formerly known as the New York Titans, the New York Jets. They've never been good. So, I don't really feel like they deserve. Okay, Steelers and Bengals, by the way, aren't in awful. Actually, I'm going to put them there. But the Jets have really never been good except for their one Super Bowl season. And, like, that one time they went to the AFC Championship a couple of years ago. Or not one time, but, like, very little times. I never felt like they've done anything productive either. So I'm just going to put them in awful when I get back around to them. Bengals, they can... yeah, I'll put them in awful. I mean, there's not really much they have done besides go to those 2 Super Bowls. The best of the best, definitely. Oh my god, I keep deleting stuff. Either way. Okay, Cleveland Browns. I want to put them in the... I'll put them in the meh. I mean, they were really good a long time ago, winning 4 NFL championships and 4, I believe, American football championships. I forgot what it was called. But there was another league that wasn't the AFL or the NFL. But, yeah, they were never really good in that either. Or sorry, they were good in that, but... Yeah, ever since, like, the closing of the organization, they have not done anything. Haven't even made the playoffs, I believe. Okay, Ravens. Only been around a couple years. I want to put them, even though they've only been around for like 20-something years, I put them in meh. Because, they haven't been around long enough to say anything much. Packers. They're going to go in best of the best because they have won like 10 or 11 championships. Like 10% of the NFL's history, just them winning a championship, so. Pretty neat stuff. Bears, I'll put in meh. Because they were good before the Super Bowl era, but after it started, hasn't really been good for them. Lions, don't want to be harsh on them, but they're going into awful. 0 Super Bowl appearances and 55 Super Bowls. They're the only team to play in the Super Bowl era for every single year and not make any Super Bowls. Just a sad organization as a whole. So, not really much to say about them besides how bad they are. Vikings are also going to go in bad. God, this tier list is weird. Either way, they've just never been really good at all. I mean, like, they did go to 4 Super Bowls throughout their entirety, but still, I just don't think it's enough to put them in meh territory. Cowboys going in best of the best, and I deleted it. But, yeah, they've had a dynasty, they've had a lot of stuff good about them. Not kind of the last 26 years, but still. Ranking my own team is hard because sometimes it might be like, people think I'm biased, but I really do think the Cowboys, Steelers, Patriots, Niners, and Packers are the best of the best. Eagles I also put in meh. I mean, they won a Super Bowl a couple years ago, but they've only been to 3 in their entirety and won 2 or 3 back in the day, and I don't feel like that's enough to put them in the good category. Carolina Panthers, not much to say about them. They're a new organization. They've been to 2 Super Bowls. I'll just put them in bad because it feels like besides those 2 Super Bowl years, they've had nothing going for them. Like maybe a playoff season here or there. The 7-8-1 season, which everyone forgot about, is the second losing record playoff team in the Super Bowl era. So yeah, Giants. I'm going to put them into the good category. They've been around a long time, have 4 Super Bowls. Not much to say about that. They're a really good organization. Atlanta Falcons. Bad because they've been to 2 Super Bowls in their entirety, losing to the Denver Broncos and the 28-3 loss to the New England Patriots. 28-3 choke loss to the New England Patriots. And yeah, not really much to say about that either. Haven't done much with their organization history. Haven't done anything productive, per se. Saints, I have to put them in bad. Nothing against the Saints. The Saints are a really good organization right now. But it took them like 20-something years to get their first playoff appearance and another 20-something to make another one. Or like for their first wins. Or like something crazy like that. I don't know if it was 20-something for both of them. I think it was like 14 for the other. Saints just have never really been good until Drew Brees came and got him a Super Bowl. And they made a couple playoffs since then. But even in those playoffs, they don't really go too far. They went far in the 2018-19 season, but besides that, they usually lose divisional or wild card round. Rams. I don't know if they won any championships. I think they won a couple of them. I'll put them in the meh category. I mean, not much really to say about them. They're a good team right now. They've done good in the past. They've done good. Just in general, they have a Super Bowl. I think they've lost 3 of them. They lost 1 to... Actually, no, yeah, they lost 2 to New England and lost 1 to Pittsburgh. Either way, the San Francisco 49ers, I already said I was going to put them. And I keep deleting it. Okay. I'm trying to put it in the top category because that's where they belong. The Niners, they have 5 Super Bowls, have one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. If not the greatest for some people, but I still think it's Tom Brady. Let's see, Seattle Seahawks, they have to go into awful. Yeah. Nothing against the Seahawks right now. They're a really good team. But their past has not been pretty at all. Many terrible to close to nothing seasons. Plenty of just bad seasons, bad everything about them. And they were the laughingstock of the NFL until they made the Super Bowl versus the Steelers. And then a couple years later, they went to back-to-back Super Bowls, winning one of them in a domination of the Denver Broncos organization in a 43-8 victory, and the second one being a 28-24 loss against the New England Patriots in one of the most insane plays in NFL history. Cardinals, they're going into meh. Again, not much to say about them. They won a couple championships, haven't done anything in the Super Bowl era. Yeah. They've had some pretty good legends, though. I didn't mean to remove the Bengals. Chiefs also going into bad with a couple other teams. They've got their first Super Bowl in 50 years. Good for them, but, I mean, 2-time champions. Not much they've done in the AFL. Not much to say besides that. Chargers also have to go into bad. Nothing against the Chargers, but they're just not good. I mean, their team right now seems like they could make a playoff run next season. They're one of 3 teams to not have a more than 2 possession loss, and also in all those, they're 2-7. So kind of a weird stat right there that they haven't had a 2 possession loss, but they have 7 losses in total. Kind of weird thing, but Raiders, they're going to go into meh. They had a great run with John Madden, and they won 3 Super Bowls back in like the 70s or 80s, around then, in Los Angeles and Oakland. They're now in Las Vegas now, and they haven't done too much ever since, like, what's it called? Can't think of it. What's the name? I can't think of the play. The tuck rule. Yeah, they haven't done much since the tuck rule. But still, Broncos, they're going to go into bad. their 3 Super Bowls are pretty good, but it took them a long time to get there. And they have 5 Super Bowl losses, which is tied for the most with the New England Patriots. Although the New England Patriots have only lost 3 under Brady and 2 under other quarterbacks. I believe Bledsoe was one of them. Texans going into awful. Unlike the Ravens, who've played at 20 seasons and won 2 Super Bowls. The Texans have played around 20 seasons, won 0 Super Bowls, haven't even made it to the AFC Championship. Haven't done close to anything. And these last couple seasons, they made the playoffs. Ever since 2015, I believe they won the division they won 3 or 4 out of those 5 last division titles. One of them going to Jacksonville. But in all the Houston playoff games, their first one, 30-0 domination of the Texans organization versus the Kansas City Chiefs in the wild card round. Then in 2016, got a playoff win versus the injured quarterback Raiders, and then lost to the Patriots. Surprise, surprise. Then they went on to not make the 2017 playoffs. Then made the 2018 playoffs with their actually pretty good season. I believe they went 10-6 or 11-5 or something like that. And then ended up losing 21-7, I believe, to the Colts. And I believe that was Andrew Luck's final season as well. His final playoff win and his final win, I think. And then last season, they beat the Bills in a 16-0 comeback. And then lost to the Chiefs after having a 24-0 lead. And yeah, all their playoffs have ended off very sadly. 2-4 ever since their 5 playoff appearances. 2-4 in their last 4 playoff appearances. Nothing really going for them. Colts, I want to put them in good. 2-time Super Bowl champions, but also have some nice legends. Actually, no, I don't really think that's enough to put them in the good. I'll put them in the bad. Titans, yeah, they won a couple championships with the Oilers. Never did really anything good. I'm not going to put them in the awful because, they're not that awful. But Jaguars going into bad as well. They have made a couple AFC championships, which boosts them from awful to bad. But I don't think there's enough to get them into the meh category. Bucks also, I'm going to put them in the awful. Because besides their 1 Super Bowl win, they have done literally nothing with that horrible organization. They're doing good this season, but I don't think a season really dictates an entire franchise's history. I have 2 Patriots in here. I'm going to delete one of them. 2 Dolphins. Dolphins are going into meh. They're 2-time Super Bowl champions, winning one of them after a 17-0 season, winning 14 regular season games and 3 postseason games. Yeah, not much to really say about them as well. Really what it comes down to is just how they've done throughout their history. And they've done pretty good. I don't really know how good they did in the AFL. I never really studied the Dolphins much. But they are a decent team, organization. Okay, Patriots already going into best of the best. And move that one. Okay, Jets going into awful. I think I already said my reasoning earlier. Just accidentally got rid of it. Steelers, let's see, going into best of the best. Cowboys. Wait, why do I have the Bears? I put them in the meh. Okay, Niners, best of the best. Patriots, best of the best. Dolphins, let's put them into, I already have that. Jets, already have that. Patriots, already have that. Okay, I think it's just a bunch of duplicates now. Where did I go to delete them? Let's see, I already have those 3. And the Patriots. Oh crap, I put the Patriots in there. I put the Cowboys in there. Okay. So that is my tier list of the NFL, every organization's history. We have 5 in awful. Lions, Jets, Buccaneers, Texans, and Seahawks. We have 11 in bad. We have Broncos, Bengals, Chargers, Chiefs, Vikings, Texans, Jaguars, Bills, Saints, Falcons, and Panthers. We have 9 and meh. We have the Browns, Colts, Cardinals, Raiders, Eagles, Dolphins, Bears, Rams, and Ravens. We have 1 and good, and that's the... And I feel like I should move a couple of the meh teams up to good. I'll put the Raiders, because they are 3-time champions. And I'll put the... No. And I think that's good. Okay, we have the Raiders and Giants and good. And the Packers, Cowboys, Steelers, Patriots, and Niners all in the best. I feel like that's kind of a fair tier list. Yeah, because a lot of the organizations on the bottom are never really done anything. Maybe they have a Super Bowl here or there, but I don't think that's enough to say they're a good or meh team. So yeah, that's really it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys agree with my tier list. If you have any thoughts, or maybe you want to move someone, tell me. And I'll say if I agree with you, if you have a good reasoning. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Goodbye.